Inspirational and motivational stories for students. Are you looking to boost morale and inspire the students in your life? Look no further. In this video, we share some short motivational stories that will encourage students to overcome challenges and achieve their goals. From stories about the value of self-worth to the importance of hard work, these tales will inspire and motivate young minds. Join us as we delve into the power of storytelling and how it can make a positive impact on students' lives. Welcome to our channel, Digital Dreams Studios, where we believe in the power of inspiration and motivation. In today's video, we will be sharing some incredible short motivational stories for students. These stories are designed to boost morale and encourage young minds to persevere. So sit back, relax, and let these tales inspire you.
Value and self-worth. In our first story, at a student workshop, a motivational speaker asks a simple question: who wants this $20 bill? As everyone in the room raises their hands, speaker presses the note, and he asks again, who else wants it? Everyone in the room raises their hand again. Finally, the speaker throws the $20 bill on the floor and stomps on it with his shoes. He picks it up and asks again, who still wants it? All his hands go up. Moral of the story: no matter how difficult life's circumstances are, we must never lose confidence in ourselves. Our courage should never be compromised by the difficulties of life.
3 friends and a fisherman. Our second story takes us to a peaceful pond, where 3 fish are best friends. They never separate from each other. One day, a fisherman comes to this pond. Seeing much fish, he invites other fishermen to drop their nets. The 3 fish are afraid of being caught and killed by the fisherman. The wise fish among them says, "We must find another pond and get out of here quickly." While one fish agrees, the other hesitates, feeling that this pond is his home. He says, "We must not act cowardly. This pond is our home." The other 2 fish try so hard to convince their friend, but fail. So, they decide to split up and go in search of a new pond. The next day, when the fishermen arrive, the fish that did not want to leave is caught and dies. Moral of the story: in times of crisis, it's important to let go of temporary attachments and focus on the bigger picture.
Shake it off. One day, a man's favorite donkey falls off a high cliff. He tries to get the donkey out, but all his efforts are in vain. Discouraged, the man decides to bury the poor donkey. He begins to pour dirt and sand from above. The stuck donkey feels the weight of the earth and shakes it off his body. The man returns to water the soil. Again, the donkey shakes him off. The man notices that the donkey shakes the earth and soaks the soil bed, which serves as a kind of elevation. He notices that the donkey is slowly approaching the top. With each load of earth dumped, the donkey climbs higher. After a few hours, the man continues to shovel dirt until the donkey meets him again. Moral of the story: stand tall in the face of challenges, little adventurer. For there's no problem too big to stop you from reaching new heights.
A butterfly's struggle. Once upon a time, there was a kind man who discovered a delicate butterfly emerging from its cozy cocoon. He sits and watches as the butterfly struggles to get out of the tiny opening. After a while, he decides to help the butterfly when he sees it doesn't move. Using scissors, the man cuts the cocoon and opens it completely. The butterfly comes out easily, but has a swollen body and undeveloped wings. The man waits patiently for his wings to grow, and tries in vain to nurse the butterfly. The butterfly spends the rest of its short life, struggling to flying and crawling around. The man tried to do a good deed, not realizing that some struggles in life are important. Nature designed the body of the butterfly to struggle before it can fly easily. Later. Moral of the story: the struggles and difficulties of life shape our personality. They make us brave. Dove and the Bee. On the bank of a river there is a tree in which a swarm of bees installed their hive. They are busy humming flowers and collecting honey all day. One fine day, a bee feels thirsty and goes to the river to drink water. When the bee tries to drink, she is swept away by a surge of current. The bee begins to drown. Fortunately, a beautiful pigeon, which she has been watching from afar, runs to the aid of the poor bee. She tears off a large leaf from a tree and flies to the bee. The dove puts the leaf next to the bee. The bee climbs onto the leaf and dries its wings. Finally, the bee finds the strength to fly to safety. A few weeks later, the pigeon finds itself in a dangerous situation. As he sits on a tree branch, an archer takes aim at him. The dove looks for a way out, but sees a large hawk hovering around it. Then her good deed comes back to her. The bee comes to her aid by stinging the archer hard. Till then, the archer releases the arrow, which misses the dove and hits the hawk. The dove flies to safety. Moral of the story: good things always come back. Hard work is the key to success. In a remote village lives a hard-working farmer who has vineyards. Year after year, his cellar brings bountiful harvests, and the farmer becomes very successful. He has 3 sons who are young and energetic, but never bother to work. As the farmer ages, he worries about the future of his children. He then becomes seriously ill and realizes that his death is fast approaching. He calls the children and tells them, "Dear children, I want to share a secret with you. The treasure is hidden under the fields. After he dies, he digs up the whole field to find it." The old farmer dies, and his children perform the last rites. The sons, without leaving any part of the field, begin to dig for the treasure, but find nothing. However, his digging of the field results in a healthy harvest and large income. This income makes it clear to the children what their father meant. Moral of the story: hard work always brings rewards. The fruits of hard work are always sweet. The valuable gift: kindness rewarded. A little boy named John longs to have his own bike and to be able to ride it anywhere. But his father doesn't earn enough to buy him a bicycle. One day, on his way to school, John sees a boy riding a sturdy bike. When turning, the motorcycle skids and the boy is seriously injured. John rushes to the rescue, taking him to a doctor for first aid. He later helps the boy to get home. The boy belongs to a wealthy family, and his parents see how John helps his son. As a reward for his kindness, John is given a new bike. Moral of the story: be kind, and always help others in need, and it will come back to you. Potato, egg, and coffee beans: adversity shapes our souls. A boy named John lives with his parents in a beautiful house. One day, his father finds him crying and asks if something is wrong. John sheepishly says, "I have so many problems in life," and talks about the problems of him. John's father listens patiently. He then brings a bowl and puts a potato, an egg, and some coffee beans in it. He asks John to touch and feel the ingredients in the bowl and say what he thinks. John describes how each of them makes him feel when he touches them. The father smiles and asks John to put them in 3 different bowls and pour water on them. He then cooks all of them. After a few minutes, the father turns off the stove and puts all the bowls on the counter to cool. When they have cooled down, John's father asks him to touch them again and feel the egg, potato, and coffee beans. John has a different answer this time, and he says the potato skin is easier to peel because it has become very soft. The egg has hardened and the beans give off a fresh coffee aroma. His father listens to John, smiles, and tells him how the potato, the egg, and the coffee beans reacted to adverse situations. The potato has softened, the egg has become very strong, and the coffee beans have completely changed shape during their testing time in the boiling water. Moral of the story: problems are part of life. How we respond to it makes us better individuals. Remember, The road to success may be tough, but with determination and the right mindset, you can achieve greatness. Stay inspired, stay motivated, and never stop reaching for your dreams. Give us a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button and join us. Until next time.